Yes, everyone. Another video here from the Tokyo real estate man, and you can see this is a really cool video. Some guy we're going to be looking at a house in Hokkaido that actually I really like, and here we go. This is just on the sort of the verge of my trip. I'm going to Niigata on I think Wednesday morning. It's Saturday here. No, it's Sunday here in Tokyo right now. And yesterday was really cold. The other day was 27 degrees, and then yesterday was 5 degrees. And today's there's Autobox, by the way. This is a great place for auto accessories. Yeah, but even here, like I'm trying to, we're gonna look at a house here, but you see that everything here, even in this town in like remote Hokkaido, it still has everything. I always tell people that, oh, this is a bad idea, but then I come here and I look at these towns, and they kind of, there you go, they kind of have right here, like we're not in the middle of the town, we're on the sort of, this is a great video. This is just a great video. Anyhow, there's a really cool house that I like, and I just want to watch this video for about 10 more seconds. And I just like it. You can see that this town has got this sort of remote edge to it, though. But where the house sits is on the top of this hill in the actual town itself, and I really like this house a lot. But yeah, Tokyo real estate man. Sometimes we have to drop red pill because we're worried about your money. Anyhow, that's enough of that video right there. We'll come back to it definitely. And I want to come over here, yes, to Instagram right here. And I did find this house in, this is the name of you'd say this is Muroran, and it's Hokkaido. And it's for 72,000, or basically, I think it's just a little bit over 10 million yen, or isen. We had the class the other day. Isen Hachijuman. Okay, there you go for all you people. So, in terms of the Japanese, just remember we talked in the video the 10,000 yen note. You need 1,000, basically 1,100 or $100 Japanese bills, okay, to buy this house. And you know what? I really like this house a lot. We can see it's on propane, so it's a little bit remote, but I think the whole neighborhood would be remote. And it has a yard, and I really like it a lot. This is exactly the style of things that I like. Just I just love it. It's exactly my style, and I just like how like all this venting and stuff has been like exposed and stuff like that. I just love it. There's nothing that I don't like about this house. 日本語でこれは可愛い。This owner here maintained this house very well. I love it. I love it a lot. And I can see this was on the Instagram of Japan Home Quest, and I can see why they put it there. It has a stove. I just really love it, and I really like how this owner has arranged their house. And I think this is the kind of house that I'd like to get. However, this channel is Tokyo Real Estate. And you see, I told you the view here is beautiful. And if you look at like this town of Muroran sits on this sort of peninsula in Hokkaido. We're going to go here to the map, and we're going to look at some other sort of houses here in the marketplace. Anyway, let's move over here to Muroran real estate map. And there we go, right there. And what do we see here? This is the sort of peninsula right there. But we can see here we have a totally broken market. However, we have to come and look at least a listing or two so we can see a listing. I believe that this house is in this neighborhood here. So I'm full, but we see a sea of blue. So we know here, if we see a sea of blue, that everything is basically going to be almost illiquid. This is for one for 728 mon. Okay, let's crack up that one, or not crack it up. Look at the next sample in the market, and in this one in the market. Oh, what did I do here, Tokyo Real Estate man? Crack it up again. This one is for 180. I don't know, like, so basically we know there's a sea of blue. These are basically garbage. Okay, they're absolutely garbage. There's going to be no demand for any of these at all. I'm thinking. Here's one for 1499. Let's have a look at that one right there. The fact that it's got a little bit of a higher baseline price must mean that this is probably a better sample in the marketplace. And you can see right now, It probably is. Okay. Like, okay, I'm going to explain it to you. That one that was for 18 or like 180 mon or 20,000 Canadian dollars. Okay. Likely the family, uh, their family already owns one of these. Okay, one of these IKEAs. Okay, they already own one. They can move into one of those that they want. You're gonna see me because I'm moving into my IKEA for a week in Tokamachi, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna be like a lot of work, and you're gonna see. I'm gonna do a video from the house, and this is nicer, and that's why it's got a little bit of a see. It might not be brand new, but it's been rebuilt. Look at the snow. Look at the snow right there. The snow. Hokkaido has snow. Tokamachi has snow. Okay, but this is a nice house. So this one's going to sell. Oh, look what it has. 3-car garage in the fourth picture. The real estate agents there know that this is going to move. Yeah, this is going to move. Okay, this one's going to move. So we can see the floor here for a basic house in Muroran is about this. So that house that we looked at is not too bad actually. Maybe actually uh, that one that I like, that super kawaii house is actually a good deal, I think. And I think it's going to move. But this would be like just a nicer, newer version of that one. I like that one because it's super cute. So, but that this is the level of sort of expectation for like the real estate market, and anything below this, anything almost below the cute one that I like, and we'll go back to that cute one I like, this one here. I think now that I'm looking here at the marketplace, that this is not so bad. I think this one's going to move. I can't find it here in the town, but I think it's going to move. Come back here to this listing. Yeah, it's just nice. We can, I'm assuming, I didn't look at the details of this because I was kind of doing this on the fly. I'm assuming that it's ownership and stuff like this here in this small town. Yeah, I think it's just been renovated. And is it saying, I'm looking for the show you can, 165 or 85 meters of land, 106 meters. And the lot size in Hokkaido is much, much larger. Yeah, there's show you can right there. So it is ownership right there. And yeah, it's emptied and priced to sell. I thought that we could look here though as well. Let's take the Google Maps golden guy and drop us into this neighborhood right here. And yeah, it's kind of exactly what I expected. See how the lots are bigger here? Oh, that's the house itself. Is that it right there? That actually landed us right in front of the house, and that would be the 3-car parking space beside this sort of beautiful stone wall right here. And we can wander down the street here a little bit. We know that the ocean's not too far away. What do we have here? What do we have here? We see garages here. Garage here, new build. So it's interesting to look at this. I started this video with this thing, maybe thinking it was going to be a bad idea, but I don't know. Are these danshis, which could be public housing here? And I'm all sort of new to me. This looks to be a house built in the late 1980s, a house built in the 1990s. So we have a little look at the character of the neighborhood. We can come up here to the satellite shot, back up a little bit. So you see that it is sort of a sort of rural area. What else can we see? The ocean, all near the ocean and stuff like that. Interesting. It looks to be like a sort of a suburban area, maybe built sometime in the post-war period, for example. Anyway, we'll come back here to the other sort of, let's have a look at this super cheap one that I kicked up. This one that was, what was it, for 180? Was that one for 180 month? Wait 1 second. Yeah, let's have a look at it. And there it is, two floor house. Let's go through the pictures here. I gotta expand that to have a look. Why is everything blue? Is that like a metal? Yeah, I can't make them any bigger, unfortunately, so we can just go back here. And yeah, it's just an old house. Yeah, this is basically going to be viewed as garbage. However, just keep in mind, if you're going to go and buy something like this, okay, you're basically never going to be able to sell it unless you can unless you can raise it to like uh, to the other value, that sort of other sample that we looked at here for 14999 or 1,400 mon. But it's certainly like I'm starting to eat my words on this. I don't know. Seems to me to be a good deal. So I sort of started this video like this is a bad idea, but I don't know. At least for $18,000, or this would be 12,000 US dollars. There's really no loss, but just keep in mind that you're never going to be able to get likely your $12,000 out of it. And it's going to be a house here in double doors. It's nice here in northern Hokkaido. And the market conditions with all the blue pills on the map, okay, look for it to be sort of broken. Yeah. I like this crazy blue house. It's just not in sort of style, or the new sort of style. We saw this one here. We'll go to the original sort of section of pictures right there. It should indicate the character of the house. So we saw it on the map as well, and we saw that the compared to the map, it looks like they've updated. You can see the containment wall here, like from the hill right there. Looks like they've updated the sort of frontal area of the house, so it looks a little bit more attractive right now. So this one for basically 1,500 mon, okay, or this would be in the Japanese consciousness, 150,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah, I think this is basically going to sell. And this is the sort of level of a house that you're going to need in this marketplace to have a U-turn ability or a flexibility with it. Now, there's one other thing that I could look at in the other sort of major market in this area is Hakodate, Hokkaido. And this market here looks to be pretty broken as well, at least from my Tokyo lens, okay? Filming this video here in my room, or my office, which is my bedroom with the bedside table, which is the office, okay, from the Shibuya apartment. This is a broken market. However, just because there's all this sea of blue, there's no sort of higher demand, or maybe that's just the demand, the level of the market. So you're going to need a really nice sample going into these marketplaces. You need a really nice home at these sort of cheap prices to sell. So we can crack up a listing here somewhere here. Let's just crack up this one sort of listing here in Hakodate and have a look at how much it's going for. Okay, there's one for 900. That's not actually a bad idea to look at a price like this one. Let's look at it here. Such an exercise in just understanding price. Certainly, I understand the Tokyo market price is much better because I look at this stuff every day, and I've been an investor in this market for 30 years, so I understand it better. But it's really good to come here to Hokkaido today. This is actually a pretty nice house. It's a hiraya, or a one-level house, okay, which is nice. A lot of older people like one-level houses. And there you go right there. It has a parking spot and everything. Doesn't look so bad to me though. So if you were to buy this though, for basically this is 90,000 Canadian dollars or 85,000 Canadian dollars, and you can see it's all out of date. This is so far what we're looking at. This is never going to sell. Never going to sell. Never. I don't think so. Not in this conditions. I could be wrong. Not with all the other sort of supply here in the marketplace. But maybe this is just the level of what it's worth right now. It's just a hiraya. And it probably has a pretty hard. Yeah, but you can punch back at me too because everything's there. There's a grocery store there. Let's have a look and make sure that everything here. Let's look. I wanted to see. So 900 mon. All the systems, of course, here are working. It's propane gas. And the sewer is all working. You make sure that's important because some houses. I had a client looking at a house one time in Kyushu, and the sewer wasn't hooked up, but she did like the house. But then I said, look, why don't we just find a house that has a sewer connected? Okay, and then I got her to buy a place in Chiba. Anyway, here 363 meters of land, 83 meters of internal building space. It's a 4 LDK. Show you can, but nothing is. You're going to have to update this house. You're going to have to, if you're a craftsman, it's worth coming in here, building your own sort of kitchen. This one built in 1966. Show you can. So, in some ways, it's really cool to come up here to the Hokkaido market because you can uh, enter the market for pretty cheap, but you probably can't exit the market for pretty cheap. And it's just indicated in this at home. I don't know if anyone else on this at home page is doing this sort of price analysis from uh, from these maps like this one here, the one in Muroran, simasen. I'm starting to think that this is when you're starting to see this sort of sea of blue like this is just indicating uh, broken broken market conditions. And what I'm saying with that is it's no problem if you want to go in there, but you're not going to have any other sort of options. We'll come back here, can end the video here with driving around. Though you do see a new sort of house right there. You see some new, every time I come here, there is still demand out here. But I think that the Japanese family or the Japanese marketplace, they have already lived in these old homes. And if they want to move into one of these old homes, they can right now because their family might have one. However, they're used to living in these older homes. The scale of everything is short. You're going to see, I'm going to do a short video on the scale. Like we're just taller now. I'm 183 centimeters or 6'1". My son is in grade 10. Okay, he's the same size as me, so he's going to be a little bit bigger. You know, he might be 6'4", 6'5", and like in the scale of the doors in that era were 178 centimeters. So the scale of these houses don't work anymore. The window quality is poor. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to be in my house. I'm going to be a little kind of a bitchy mood because it's like tough. You got to be damn tough to live in those old sort of houses. Anyhow, you can see the character. It's a great drive. Be fun to drive on this here. But maybe that's what you like. You like that sort of like to be away from it all. Yeah, and then but this house here on the Instagram here is definitely a good one. This one here, I'm actually I started this video thinking this was a bad idea, but actually I think this house is a good one. So if you want this house, like contact the people here at Japan Home Quest. I think they're probably a real estate agency as well, but I think this is a decent listing. I do like it, and I like it a lot, just from the character of how the people have done it. So it's an older house, but it's just done very, very well. Maybe uh, you could take those. I don't know. This house is just done really well. That I really like it. But keep in mind that I think the bulk of the Japanese marketplace is really uh, on the people in Hokkaido. I'm guessing speculation by the Tokyo real estate man. I'm thinking that uh, this is really uh, more of them like this. I do like this, and I believe that this one will have liquidity. It's a beautiful room. Anyway, should you want house here in Tokyo. Okay, this was the one in Muroran. You can come here to my website. Yeah, come to my website. This is not my website. This is my Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man. Have some interesting posts lately, including a little film I did here, a nice short over here in Nakamego, which is right by my apartment here. Right there. There's other good pictures here on the Instagram. I invite you to follow. I went to get my delica yesterday in Chiba, and I will be going to the countryside on Tuesday for a new segment of videos. Other ways to contact me are here at the website, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. I've been getting some junk mail from people here. So the contact box is working. So I'm very happy the contact box is working. But either way, you can send me an email here to my email here at the very top of the page or through the contact box. Anyways, another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. Happy to bring it to you today, looking at some stuff in Hokkaido. I don't necessarily think it's such a bad idea, but just keep in mind that those markets, they're broken. They're broken. They're just broken. I think the better way to go is if you have more money, come to Tokyo. Tokyo has all you're going to have it all. We know the background, the reality. We can see it here in the Nakameguro picture. Is the Tokyo, the economics in Tokyo here are working. Okay, the numbers, the people are coming here. The real estate is in it. Is the Tokyo sort of real estate or marketplace is in an inflationary sort of position. The reason that all those houses are blue up there in Hokkaido is because the depression conditions are still there. And then when you go into there, I don't mean it's a lost. You could call it a lost ticket. It's not a lost town. Still, people are going to live there. However, if your money goes in there, are you going to be able to get it out? That's the message of the video. Another video here, Tokyo Real Estate Man. いつもこのチャンネルを見ている皆様、ありがとうございます。この動画でもう終わりです。